The Industrial Revolution. Actually, in this video, I'm going to talk about the situation before the Industrial Revolution, and more specifically about the agricultural revolution that happened in England in that period. Then, I'll talk about the demographic increase, and finally, about an important innovation in the field of economy, the putting out system. Let's start from the beginning. Between the 17th and 18th centuries, an agricultural revolution happened in England. In fact, until then, extensive agriculture was used to increase agricultural harvest. Yet, in the 18th century, intensive agriculture was introduced to increase the productivity level of soils, with new cultivation techniques and practices like 4 years crop rotation. But we have to admit that in England such a transformation was made possible by the process of enclosure. What is this process? Landowners with capital to invest enclosed the fields that were opened and used collectively by poor local peasants that took little grain for free. So, with the enclosed field system, vast lands could be cultivated in a more efficient way, but at the same time we had important social repercussion. In fact, as a result, large private farms came to replace small communal fields, condemning a great many peasants to poverty and forcing many of them to move to towns and cities in search of work. It is important to consider another significant consequence, the expanding population in England. This 18th century demographic boom had various causes. The first one was the diffusion of new foods coming from America, such as potatoes and corn. And higher standards of hygiene were important factors too. But the fundamental cause was the agricultural revolution that made it possible to sustain the demographic boom. During the same period, another important innovation helped farming families generate a higher income: work at home, well known as cottage industry. This was widely practiced in rural areas. In this situation, farmers would alternate home-based activities like spinning and weaving with work in the fields. This became a more efficient industrial system known as putting out system and was organized by merchant entrepreneurs. They would provide farming families with the necessary tools and materials such as cotton and wool as well as a wage. In exchange, this new workforce would manufacture semi-finished or finished products, which merchants would collect and then sell on the market.